This is 11, isn't it, Martha?
No, dear, this makes 12.
Oh, no, I think you're wrong, dear. This is only 11.
No, because I distinctly remember that when Mr. Hoskins first came in, it occurred to me he'd make just an even dozen.
Well, you really shouldn't count the first one.
Oh, I was counting the first one, so that makes it 12. Anyway, they're all down in the cellar.
Yes, Abby thinks we ought to count the first one, and that makes 12. Well, all right. Now, who was the first one again?
Mr. Midgley.
Of course. I still think we can't take full credit for him because he just died.
I mean, without any help from us. You see, Mr. Midgley here came looking for a room.
Oh, it was right after Mortimer had moved to New York.
And it seemed such a shame for such a lovely room to be going to waste when there were so many people who needed it.
Oh, he was such a lonely old man.
All of his kith and kin were dead, and it left him so forlorn and unhappy.
Oh, we felt so sorry for him.
So then, when his heart attack came, and he sat dead in that chair, looking so peaceful, I mean, it occurred to us then and there that if we could help other lonely old men to that same peace, we would.
Why, it was rather like old times. Our father used to always have a cadaver or two lying around the house. You see, Teddy had been digging in Panama and thought Mr. Midgley was a yellow fever victim.
And that meant he had to be buried immediately.
So we all took him down to Panama and put him in the lock. You see, that's why we told Mortimer not to worry, because we know exactly what's to be done.
And that's how all of this started. That man walking in here and dropping dead. And of course we couldn't depend on that happening again, so...
You know those jars of poison that have been up in Grandfather's laboratory all these years?
You know your knack for mixing things.
Well, dear, for 1 gallon of elderberry wine, I add about a teaspoonful of arsenic, a half teaspoon of strychnine, and just a pinch of cyanide. Should have quite a kick.
Yes, as a matter of fact, one of our gentlemen found time to say, how delicious.
Oh, I'd better get things started in the kitchen. I'm trying a new recipe. Mortimer didn't seem quite himself today.
Well, that's only natural. And I think I know why.
Why?
Well, he's just become engaged to be married. I suppose that always makes a man nervous.
Oh, I am so happy for Elaine. And their honeymoon ought to give Mortimer a real vacation. I don't think he got much rest this summer.
Well, at least he didn't go kitting off to China or Spain.
Oh, I can never understand why he wanted to go to those places.
Well, I think to Mortimer, the theater has always seemed pretty small potatoes. He needed something big to criticize something like the human race.
Oh, Abby. If Mortimer's coming back for the services for Mr. Hoskins, we'll need another hymnal. There's one in my room.
Oh, well, dear, it really is my turn to read the services, but since you weren't here when Mr. Hoskins came, I want you to do it.
Oh, that's very kind of you, dear, but are you sure?
It's only fair.
Well, I think I'll wear my black bombazine and Mother's old brooch.